Yo, what is up everyone? Jay here with another Fire Emblem Heroes reaction video to this month's FEH channel that has just been revealed. So yeah, we have a lot of stuff to go over and I'm just going to leave my first impressions on it. Every FEH channel has some amazing and notable things, but this one especially has some crazy stuff which we'll get into. But yeah, the trailer to start off the FEH channel for book 7, we have a new character here. Kind of looks like a Genshin character. I don't want to say that for every single OC, but it just reminded me of a Genshin character. And yeah, she has a crazy new design. All the designs are pretty cool. And we're in the world of VANAHEIM. Now, my Norse mythology knowledge is not that great, so I apologize if I'm saying things wrong. I don't know too much about this world, but I've seen the Marvel movies, but this time in VANAHEIM for FEH is the realm of light, which I'm not sure if that's how it is in actual Norse mythology. Like I said, I don't know too much, but this girl right here that just had some terrible stuff happen to her, that's Hathor, which is her sister, I think, of Sather. I forgot to mention her name. That Sather is the new main OC, the new ally for us. And then now we're just running at this girl. Reminds me of Medusa with the snakes going on, and you can see Karan's going to shoot him. Alphonse trying to slash, but then watch what happens. She's just going to pause him and just freeze time, kind of like, Three Houses, times pulse type of stuff. And then she's just going to move him back. So this storyline in this book is heavily about time and moving it back. So this is crazy because I can already tell she's one of the more fearsome villains so far that we've had. I mean, look, she just Thanos dust Alphonse right there. Like, how are we going to take this down? So I'm very interested to see how this story will progress and what the hell's going to happen. So yeah, there's Snake. She's definitely a fearsome foe for sure. And then we have this pink-haired girl who's crying. Not sure who she is. I don't think they revealed her name. But yeah, so this trailer, they're all really nice, really well-made trailers. There she is, Sather. And Sather was also this special for Regan, so I'm not sure if that has a connection, Sather's shell. But yeah, that is the book 7 characters. Definitely pretty cool designs. I'm just disappointed that Alphonse doesn't have a male companion. Yet again, I've been really wanting for him to have a broski, some brother he can confide in, because he's always getting girls. Not that it's a bad thing, of course, but I would like to see a male OC for once as a companion. I mean, Harid was there, but he's not really a main character. He was just kind of on the side. He didn't show up very much. But here's Sather, and she's the mythic hero that we have, and she's also appearing on the banner, the main series banner that we'll show later. But yeah, she's trying to destroy the sorceress, and that sorceress is definitely that snake-haired lady. And then there's her little sister, I guess. I hope she doesn't die, but she might. I'm not sure. Hathor, and then we go to the villain. Yeah, Snake Lady here. Her name starts with a G. I don't remember exactly what Golvig. I think she has, or Golveg. I'm not sure how to say it. But yeah, also the music in this trailer. I'm not playing it right now, but if you guys hear it, it's pretty crazy. But yeah, she's a cardless tome user, I think, and she is pretty scary. So, like I said, definitely interested to see what will happen in this book. Time stories and time travel stories are, I guess they're really easy to mess up, so I hope it's not too bad, and I hope it's actually pretty good. I mean, I actually enjoyed book 6 a lot, so I kind of missed that book, honestly, even though it just ended. Definitely liked how we went back and explored the origins of Askr and Embla, so I hope this book is just as good, if not better. But yeah, that is the cover art for it, or the art for book 7. Really amazing. The art for the books always never disappoints. It's really cool. So yeah, book 7 starts December 6th. And we're actually starting in chapter 13, which is interesting, and that just shows we're going back in time, I guess, because we're definitely past chapter 13 in the story. So definitely really cool, and yeah, she's going to be free, of course, just like all the other OCs we've had the past couple of years. And yeah, look, the chapter's just named Time, so clearly something's going on here. I also expect Time's Pulse 4 to happen. Surprised it didn't show up here. But this is the crazy part. So they reveal what she does, and we'll go into the trailer and her skills and whatnot. I mean, you can see them here, but basically what she can do is she can stop the foes in cardinal directions to her that have less resistance than her, or she has more resistance than them. She can stop their action in the enemy phase at the start of odd numbered turns. So the fact that she can do that basically means they can't even move. Like, they're just stuck. Like this mage right here, he's going to try to attack. He just can't because of her C skill. So that is really crazy and pretty scary, honestly. So you have to, be careful around her. And I think she's going to be an offense mythic. Do they show her affinity? I'm not sure. Either way, she's going to be a really cool mythic. And then, of course, we have the celebratory events, which are going to give us more goodies, of course, like orbs, feathers. They don't never give us enough orbs on these. Only 3, which is kind of whack, but whatever. We'll take it. 14,000 crystals is nice, though. And 70 grails, not bad. 700 codes. 1,000 so feathers. We got 8th race quests as well. We have new furniture, if you will, and also we have new castle designs, which is nice. And I think they're all free for everybody, I think, which is nice. So you don't have to pay for this one. Yeah, the Book 7 castle design. We have a lot of new, not new, but a lot of castle designs now in the game. So there it is. I think it looks pretty cool. So yeah, that is the castle design, and then we'll actually get into the banner in just a second, I think. Yep. So I'm going to actually switch to the Twitter video that they posted. We can actually see their entire skills and whatnot in the Twitter video. So yeah, it is Fire Emblem Fates this time, and it's not too surprising because, you know, they're kind of overdue at this point. It's been a while, and the last banner was Arcanea. And the first hero is rearmed Ophelia. Now, I really like Ophelia. She's super adorable, and she is the daughter of Owain, one of my favorite Awakening kids. And she's here as a red tome, and her design is crazy. Like, I definitely didn't expect this, but she rocks it really well. Not too surprising for a character like her and her personality. So she has Arcane Eclipse, so rearmed Ophelia. It makes sense because Ophelia was she's one of the more popular kids, and she's also one of the like first terrors of Fae. In the first few years, she was incredibly impressive. And she can still put in work, but now she has a new ult that is really strong. Obviously not a PRF, but still pretty good. So yeah, she was one of the best offensive mages in the game. So Arcane Eclipse, and she's still waiting for a weapon refine, so, you know, Ophelia fans definitely have a lot to look forward to, and they have this ult. So Arcane Eclipse gives them -1 special cooldown, of course, because I'm pretty sure at this point every arcane weapon will. At the start of turn 1, you grant special cooldown count -1, because why not? So you basically have -2 cooldown, and at the start of combat you get +5 to all your stats if you're alive. You make a guaranteed follow-up attack, and you neutralize penalties to units attack during combat. So this is pretty big and a really good weapon for a lot of fast red tomes, and even slower tomes, obviously, to get the guaranteed follow-up. But if you're faster, that means you have a pseudo-no follow-up, because you get a guaranteed follow-up in your weapon, and if they have follow-up negation, as long as you're faster, you'll still be able to break through. So this is a really good tome for sure. One of the better arcane weapons. I'd say it's even better than the Arcane Axe, because Arcane Axe doesn't give you a guaranteed follow-up. And this is going to be great for a lot of red mages for sure. Even though some of the ones that have PRFs, like I guess like you can give this to Arvis, for example, if you don't like his PRF. It's not bad. His PRF is pretty good, but you know, this is more straightforward, I guess, and easier to use. And you also have the penalty neutralization is also nice. She comes with Luna, attack res finish 4, which is great. Another attack res finish 4 user. And then the new B skill, Special Spiral 4. So this is pretty crazy, and this is an option that I'm tempted to give my Brave Marth for sure. So this gives him, this skill gives you +5 damage when your special triggers, and if special triggers, you stop damage reduction effects. So that's huge. So basically, mages kind of have the damage reduction piercing special that they've been wanting. They just have to use it in the B skill, which, you know, the B skill is competitive, but if you are trying to trigger specials a lot, like with Lysithea, Brave Lysithea, and of course Ophelia here, Special Spiral 4 is amazing, and I'm tempted to give this to my Brave Marth for sure. It'd be a lot of fun. So yeah, you have the damage reduction, and then also, of course, after or before combat, if the special triggers, you get -1 special, or -2 special cooldown, just like the original Special Spiral 3. So this is an amazing upgrade to Special Spiral 3. I was actually just talking to my brother like a couple weeks ago about Special Spiral 4 happening and what kind of effects it would have. So this is definitely a really good B skill, and she comes with Times Pulse. And like I said, I expect Times Pulse 4 to happen at some point, but maybe you don't need it because Special Spiral 4 is already so good. And yeah, Ophelia here can definitely make use of it. And the fact that this tome is inheritable, other red tomes can obviously use it as well. So yeah, that is rearmed Ophelia. Really unique design. I definitely didn't expect her to have an eye patch and whatnot. So yeah, that is Ophelia, and of course she is the descendant of Marth, so I can't really hate on her. She's family. And then the new heroes, or the heroes that are just normal, I guess. We have Kaldori, the daughter of Tsubaki, the ripoff, I guess, of Cordelia, because they recycled a lot of Awakening characters to Fates, and she's a Lance Flyer as expected, and she comes with Prodigy Pole Arm. This gives her -1 special cooldown, +$5 stats if she's alive, and neutralizes effects that guaranteed foes follow-up attacks, and also, so she has no follow-up, and also reduces foes attack defense during combat by X% of unit speed at the start of combat, X equal to 5 times the number of units max HP, and attack speed defense res stats that are no more than 5 higher than the foe's corresponding stats at the start of combat, +10. So that is a mouthful, as you can see. Pretty crazy. I can't explain this. You know, this is my first impression, but I'm not really good at math. But, you know, basically, you can reduce your foe's attack and defense by a lot by doing a lot of calculations there by unit speed. And she's going to be very fast, as you can see. She has attack speed hold, which is our first one. And she also has attack speed catch. And she can also get extra speed in her weapon. So she's very, very strong. And yeah, just all that math is crazy. That was a mouthful to read. Definitely one of the longer sentences. And she goes to Draconic Aura, and then the skills I already mentioned. So that is Caldori. Definitely, you know, she's not like have the most stacked kit, but her weapon has a lot of potential if you can get it to work. And you know, Lance Flyers are very competitive, but she can definitely be very strong. And then the next unit is Dwyer, the son of Jacob, the Sleepy Butler. A lot of people, there's a good amount of people who wanted him in the game, and we're basically getting more of the kids. We still are missing Percy, Sophie, a couple other of the Fates kids, but we're getting there. He comes with Aid Plus, which is pretty much a normal version of Staff of 12 from Cyan Nana. He comes with Martyr, Heavenly Light, ARD, Attack Res 3, which is okay, I guess, and a Speed Tactic 3, so that's pretty decent. Not much to say about his kit. Hopefully Speed Tactic 3 is at 4 stars. That'd be kind of nice, but I doubt it. Not sure, but that'd be nice to have as a demote skill, because we already have Attack Tactic. Why not have Speed Tactic? And then the next unit on the banner is, of course, we went over her, basically Sather. She's the new mythic, the free hero, and like I said, she has that time mechanic that can stop the foes from moving. And she's a green mage cavalier, and it's drawn by Yoshiku. So yeah, they basically show it off here. You can see the chains just stopping the blue mage right there, and then after the turn you can just go ahead. She comes with really high attack and decent speed, kind of middling but not bad. She has really low defense, as expected, and really high resistance, and she's going to need that for her weapon. She comes with Still Water, which we keep seeing Still Water. Definitely one of the better A skills if you need a resistance check. And she comes with a double chill skill and the new C skill, which we'll see in just a second. As you can see, she just nukes this blue mage. She comes with Sather. So Sather gives her -1 special cooldown. Start of turn, if she's within 2 spaces of an ally, she grants the following effect to unit and allies within 2 spaces. For 1 turn, the foe can't make a follow-up attack. So that's pretty good. And then if unit initiates combat or she's within 2 spaces of them, or any ally, she grants +$5 stats, and she makes a guaranteed follow-up. So she basically has the pseudo no follow-up, which is pretty great. And then she also deals damage 20% of her resistance. So having that true damage is great because she has high resistance, and she can also just get more with Iceberg. She comes with Stillwater 4, Chill Attack Res 3, and Future Focus. So this is what makes her unique. So on the odd number turns after the foe's start of turn skills trigger, for the closest foes in cardinal directions of unit, if unit's resistance is greater than the foe's resistance or equal to that, plus X, and X equaling the distance from unit to foe times 3. So another math equation you got to think of. So let's say the distance of the unit to the foe is 3 spaces. And let's say the resistance is 40 and hers is like 47, right? So that would be 7 more, so 7 plus 3 spaces, that's 10 times 3. So that'd be 30, right? Or no. No, I'm sorry. I'm trying to do it. End the equation. I'm sorry. I'm stupid. Basically, if your res is higher than that equation, you have no problem. Because if the foe's res is 40, plus X, which is 3 spaces, times 3. Right? Am I doing that right? Foe's res plus X. Foe's res plus X. Yeah, sorry guys. You can tell I wasn't the best in math. But either way, it's a very unique C skill because you can stop their movement, and it's very potent, of course. But it's only an odd number turn, so it's kind of balanced, I'd say, because you can't work out on even number turns in every single turn, so you have to keep that in mind. And it won't be too hard for her to get the res check because she has high resistance, but against some certain foes that have really high res, like, I don't know, like Duoduma or like Medius, maybe be kind of hard, depending on the buffs and whatnot. But yeah, I'm just trying to think if I'm doing the math right. So the foe's res is plus X, X the distance times 3. Yeah, X the distance times 3, so it would be, yeah, what am I thinking? Yeah, you have to, in math, you got to do the equation in parentheses first, right? So X, so let's say 3 spaces, like I said originally, X equal to 3 spaces times 3, so that'd be 9. So if the foe's res is 40, then that'd be 49 res for the foe, right? So her res is 47, that wouldn't work, so it wouldn't work. So you have to stack a lot of res on her, I guess, because at least from that equation I just did, it's not too lenient. It's not just simply greater than the foe's res. The foe also has the advantage of being they can add to it, I guess, if I'm doing the math right. I'm sorry if I'm doing the math completely wrong, but that's what I see from that skill. So it's pretty balanced, I'd say, but it's very powerful once it works. So yeah, that is the Fire Emblem Fates banner with Sather, and there's Hans. He's actually the GHB unit. You can see him in the Fate channel as well. Drawn by Yuppie, one of the best artists in the game. And yeah, I'm actually tempted to pull on this banner because of that Special Spiral 4. And even though it's Ophelia and my family, you know, it's Marth's descendant, at least I don't have to kill her because rearmed heroes stay in your barracks once they are foddered, as you can see. Yeah, so you guys are kind of familiar with this. And we don't have an ascended hero this time, which is great. We don't have ascended hero plus a rearmed at the same time, which is pretty crazy. But we, of course, we have the new mythic at the same time as well. So that's the banner for Fates. You know, Dwyer is also the demote to keep in mind. And we'll go back to the Fate channel to finish the rest of it. So yeah, they went over it. You can also see their stat spreads in the video as well. Ophelia looks amazing. I love her design. I've always liked Ophelia and her whole family. Even though they are a bit over the top at times, they are great characters. And it's just funny to see Ophelia. The fact that she's related to Martha is absolutely hilarious. Never gets old. So yeah, there's a summoning event. And then, yeah, Han's the GHB. And he seems like he has a PRF, because this is definitely not a regular X. So he could be pretty good, for sure. And then, of course, Aether Resort, we have some friend updates. And we haven't even gotten to the crazy part of this to finish this off. Some more stuff to the resort. You'll be able to harvest more stuff like potatoes and mushrooms. You know, nothing too crazy. You know, I do use the harvesting, but it's not super big deal. But, you know, for those who play Aether Resort a lot, this is pretty cool. You also get some new accessories, I believe. Yeah, some more 8-bit versions, which is cool. And then here it is. This is the juicy part. Otherworld Bond. So this item lets you essentially steal your friends' or strangers' units in Binding Worlds. And if you guys have played Binding Worlds, it's a relatively new mode. It's very fun because you get to use different units from all kinds of people, and you get to level them up and use them and change them out. So whatever units you're swapping, or whatever units you're using, you can recruit them as a Forma if you buy the package, the otherworldly item. So as you can see, she's taking this Sigurd right here, this duo Sigurd, and just using that item she bought. And that item is pretty, I think, from the leak, because it was leaked before. We just didn't know exactly what it was, but the price I think was like 50 bucks. Not exactly sure. Don't quote me on that. 50 bucks is kind of expensive, you know, but if you were looking to buy orbs with it and stuff, this is a good deal. And we'll get into the restrictions here. Okay, so here are all the rules, restrictions, and conditions for this Otherworld Bond. So you can only choose one Forma, so you can't get, I guess, 2 of them. And they will be 5-star level 40, and they'll come with the skills they have equipped. So I guess if they learned other skills, you can't just equip those like as if it was actually your own. They come with their traits, but they lose their ascended assets, and their merges will be reset, which is great because you can't just have a 5-star exclusive plus 10 by just buying someone else's unit. That'd be kind of crazy. Dragon Flowers will be at the highest bonus possible at that point. So does that mean even if they don't have Dragon Flowers equipped, they will just have the Dragon Flowers on them automatically? That'd be kind of crazy, and that's pretty good, I guess. So I guess that seems like if they have 0 Dragon Flowers, you can just have them automatically. And then Resplendent Outfits change depending whether or not you have them, so keep that in mind. And also Blessing, Sacred Seals, and accessories will not be equipped, which is good because now you can actually customize your unit that you stole, quote unquote. It's funny because, you know, it's like, as I like to say, theft. What greater value is there than theft, right? But you're not really stealing it, obviously. I mean, you kind of are, but you're not, because they still keep it. They still have their unit. But the fact that you can take someone else's unit for yourself if you spend a little cash is pretty crazy. I didn't think we'd ever get to this point. Definitely did not expect this. And right now, I don't mind it because, you know, if you do spend on the game, whales already have a huge advantage. But, you know, if you want to take your friend's unit, and the fact you can probably get a merge for it, shout out to my friend Soji. She actually is trying to... she's trying to plus in Winter Marth, and she was telling me in Discord, you know, can you put your Winter Marth up front so I can get a merge? So I guess you can also take merges, which is absolutely hilarious to me. So this feature goes crazy. And the last part, you also have to keep in mind that it does not work for units past version 4.11. So that's a pretty big restriction and cap, because you can't just get like Embla or something who just came out, right? Because she's not from version 4. So you have to keep in mind it's only within these parameters. But still, this is an amazing, cool, I guess pretty cool option for people who do spend, and definitely helps, you know, intelligent systems sell more bang for your buck, I guess, for the Form of Soul, because not only can you take a unit that's featured on a Hall of Forms, but now you can actually take your friends' units. And not just your friends, but strangers pretty much, which is incredible. And that includes any legendary hero or mythic hero between these versions. So that's pretty crazy. Definitely one of the more notable, because like when Form of Souls came out, that was pretty crazy, right? But now this is like a step up of craziness. So this is ultimate cheese, but I don't necessarily think it's bad. I know a lot of people are going to think this is overpowered, but there is a lot of restrictions on it, as you can see, and they are very open about it. So they're being honest, but I think it's not a bad thing. Like I said, at least right now, I think it's pretty cool. But yeah, those are the things to keep in mind about this otherworldly bond. Just steal your friend's units, you know, like I said, what better value is there than theft? So that is the new thing. And then Friends, the hit TV show, they are increasing the cap, which is great. I always complain about the cap. I definitely think there always should be more. They don't increase it enough, and now we're finally getting 200, which is great. 5 years into the game, we finally have 100 more friends, or 150 more friends. And then this is another big change. Arena is changing, so now we have Arena Chaos essentially. So it's rotating. It's happening regularly along with Aether Raid's Chaos, I assume. That's what they said. And those are regular intervals. So it's not every season, but whatever season there is a release version 1 or whatever release version, just like Aether Raid's Chaos, you know, this is great because now you can actually choose any unit from that version and you can have that bonus here, which is great, especially for people who are struggling in the lower tiers or trying to maintain the higher tiers. People that are free to play, don't spend that much money, you know, you can definitely benefit from this. And not only do you be able to use a wide variety of heroes from that version, you also get tickets. As you can see, this ticket right here is pretty cool. So you get this ticket and it basically allows you to use this ticket for a summon on a banner that's only 4-star specials, and 4-star specials are guaranteed to show up on this banner, which is pretty crazy. So not only do you make Arena a bit easier for people having this version bonus just like Aether Raid's Chaos, but also you give them incentive to play it because now you get some free ticket summons, which is great. Who doesn't like free summons? You know, even if you don't get anything, you at least have the hope of getting something. And on this, it just seems like it's guaranteed because look at these units that are previously 5-star exclusive, you know, they obviously got demoted to 4-star. You can just get anyone. I mean, these are the focuses. It's not guaranteed you're gonna get one of these, but you could, you know, just like any other regular banner. And in this, they get a Larce, which is pretty nice, as their 4-star special. Faye here getting a Larce, yeah. So it's not guaranteed. Like you're not gonna get Reg Celica automatically if you get red, but still you're gonna get some kind of 4-star special because it says you can only get it. So to my understanding, it's gonna be pretty much guaranteed. With those arena tickets. So definitely looking forward to those arena seasons once they show up, the Arena Chaos season, I guess, as you can pretty much call it. So that is a really amazing change for Arena. I definitely like it. Aether Raid's Chaos is a lot of fun. Even though it's called Chaos, I find it more relaxing than regular Aether Raids, honestly, because team building is less restrictive. You don't have to worry about blessings as much. Units aren't bulky with the blessing buff. So I like this change a lot for Arena, and you know, it's a stressful mode, so making it, you know, more accessible and more versatile, I guess, is always good. So yeah, that is the Fate channel, guys. Let me know what you guys think down below. Personally, I think this Fate channel is pretty good. You know, it's going to be a mixed bag for a lot of people. Some people are going to absolutely love the Book 7 designs. You know, I've never been a huge fan of the OCs. A couple of them I really like Dagger and Leg Yarn and Asker, but this one we'll have to see how it pans out. Of course, the story, like I said, has a lot of potential to be really cool and one of the better stories in Fae because of this whole time mechanic. And, you know, the mixed bag comes mostly with that otherworldly item, I feel like, because that is pretty crazy. I mean, like I said, I don't think it's bad right now, but, you know, I mean, obviously it just helps Fae as a company and Intelligent Systems as a company because that gives them another, it gives, you know, them more, another option on the menu, basically, for people to spend their money, which, you know, of course, they are trying to make money. So if you are in a position to make money, you can steal one of your friend's units. I never thought we'd actually have something like that. I thought Form of Souls was enough, and that was crazy at the time it came out. It was like rent a unit. Now, well, I guess you don't really rent them, but, you know, it's still a unit that is not someone else's, but now you can just take it. So, yeah, pretty crazy. And the Fates banner, it's nice to see some more of the kids because they still really haven't started on a lot of the Fates children. So, glad to see more. We still have, like, what do we have? Sophie, I think I mentioned Percy, a couple other ones that aren't in the game. Hasam, I think his name is Hasame, I think. Yeah, so cool to see Fates. You know, I can save my orbs, but at the same time, I really hope I can get a free Ophelia. That'd be sick. For not only the tome, but that special spiral 4 is looking mighty juicy for Brave Marth. But yeah, that is the Fate channel. Let me know what you guys think down below. Like I said, I think it was pretty great, but again, there's going to be a mixed bag of reactions, I think. But, you know, monetize your friends, man. You know, it's I just can't believe it. It's pretty wild. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and leave it a like if you enjoyed listening to me ramble. As always, I always make Fae reaction videos like these, or at least I try to. And also I make other Fae videos and Smash videos, of course. And yeah, so smash the like button, smash that like button, and please stay safe out there, guys. Peace out.